We are solving for y here. We have no fractions, no decimals. We do have parentheses, so we're going to use distributive property. Now we have to be careful. It is this -6 that we're multiplying just times what's in parentheses after it. Don't try to get in a hurry and go, oh, 5 minus 6, that's what? No. Multiply to get rid of your parentheses first. So we're going to bring the 5 down. And the -6 we're going to multiply times y, so that's -6y. -6 times -9, that's going to be a positive 54, equals y minus 4. So just what's inside that parentheses beside it gets multiplied by the number, including that sign in front of that number. So now let's collect like terms. We only have one y term, so I'm just going to bring it down, -6y. Then over here I'm looking at the left side, I have a constant term of 5 and a constant term of 54. So 5 plus 54 will give me a positive 59 equals y minus 4. I can't combine a y, a variable term, and a constant term of -4. So now I want to move my y's to one side and my constant terms to the other. So I'm going to move my y's to the left. That means I will have to subtract this y on both sides, so minus y. And if it helps, put a 1 there, if that helps you. And I want the 59 on the other side, so at the same time, I'm going to subtract 59 from both sides. So I'm kind of doing it at the same time. Not kind of, I am. So right here, -6y minus 1y. Signs are alike, we add, keep the common sign. So that's -7y. Here, the 59's cancel each other out, equals. Here, this got rid of that y. And now -4 minus 59, signs are alike, add, keep the common sign. So that's -63. We're down to the last step. We're multiplying -7 times y. Opposite of multiplying is to divide. So that's how we get rid of that -7. Both sides divide by. So y equals negative divided by negative is positive. 63 divided by 7 will be 9. So our answer is 9. Notice they have the y equals. You just put the number in. We are solving for w, but we have decimals in this problem. We want to clear the decimals. Now, you could work it and just deal with your decimals. Lots of places to make mistakes. Make sure you have a calculator if you're doing it that way. But we are going to get rid of our decimals. First thing we need to do is figure out how many places we need to move our decimals to the right to get rid of them all. So I look right here at this 4.58. That 58, that's 2 decimal places. Right here, 6.5, the 0.5, that's 1 place. This 1.4, that's 1 place. And this 3.0404, that's 2 places. So I need to move over 2 places. Because if I only move it over 1 place, it won't get rid of the decimals in that 3.04 or the 4.58. It would just make it 45.8 and 30.4. So we need to move over 2 places. Now, this is similar to multiply by 100. Whoops. Because notice 100 has 2 zeros. That's moving it over 2 places. But we're just going to look at this and do. So it's there. We're going to move it over 1, 2, makes it at the end, 458W. Bring down the minus. Here, we're going to move it over 2 places. We only have 1 number, so that means we have to add a 0. So that's going to make that 650. So if there's not a place, you add zeros until you can move it over that many places. Here, again, there's only 1 place, and we need 2, so we're going to add a 0. So that makes that 140W. And here we have 2 places, so that makes it 304. So plus 304. So I've gotten rid of my decimals now. The numbers are big, but that's easier when you don't have to deal with decimals. There's no parentheses. So right here, I'm going to collect like terms. Well, on the left, I have a W term and a constant term. On the right, a W2 and a W term and a constant term. So I can't combine those. So I need to go ahead and start moving things around. I'm going to go a little slower since these numbers are bigger. I have 140W that I want to move to the left. So the opposite of adding 140W to get rid of it on this side is to subtract 140W. And I need to subtract it from both sides. So when I subtract from this side, that's going to give me 318W. And over here, so I'm going to bring down my minus 650 because I haven't done with that. This means that goes away and equals positive 304. So now I need to move my negative 650 to the other side. I'm subtracting 650, so the opposite is to add 650. So I'm going to add 650 to both sides. So 318W, this goes away, equals, when I add 304 and 650, I get 954. And this is a W, looks like a number. So now I need to divide both sides by 318. Now this will cancel and give us a W. 1W. Right here, 954 divided by 318. Well, since it was a decimal problem, I would use a calculator. And you look at the 318, 8, 3 times 8 is 24, so that might be what will work. So let's see. Yeah, 318 will go into 954 3 times. Use your calculator, and that's it.